Alrighty, good evening, everyone. The time is 6:39 p.m. and we are officially calling to order the City of Inkster Planning Commission Meeting. Roll call, please.
Mayor Nolan,
Present.
Chairman Chisholm,
Present.
Commissioners T. Williams,
Excused.
Commissioner Willis,
Present.
Commissioner Hayes Bradford,
Excused.
Commissioner McDaniel present, Commissioner Hall,
Present.
Commissioner A. Williams,
Present.
and Commissioner Davis.
Present.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. We're down to adoption of the agenda. Has everybody had an opportunity to review tonight's agenda?
Yes?
Alrighty. Well, the floor is open for a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Support.
It's been properly moved and supported. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We're down to item number 3, adoption of minutes. Adoption of February 23rd, 2026 meeting minutes. Has everybody had an opportunity to review the minutes?
Yes?
Are there any changes? Hearing none, the floor is open for a motion to adopt the minutes for February 23rd, 2026.
I make a motion to adopt the minutes for February 23rd, 2026.
Support.
It's been properly moved and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We're down to item 4, public hearing. Case number 26-01ZO zoning ordinance, text amendment to the zoning ordinance, chapter 155. Subject, public hearing on a proposed text amendment to the City of Inkster zoning ordinance, chapter 155. The floor is open for a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded.
Mayor.
Mayor Nola.
Okay, who seconded?
Willis.
Okay, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. The public hearing is now open. Mr. Dowdell or Commissioner A.C. Williams? Floor is yours.
As a friendly reminder, Inkster is on the track to becoming a redevelopment-ready community. This was one of the requirements, updating our zoning ordinance. There have been several presentations on the updates and a main overview provided to the planning commissioners and has been posted for public review. And so that's all I have to say about that. I guess at this time, after reviewing and public comment, if we have to make an official recommendation for it to be forwarded to City Council for first and second reading.
Thank you. Commissioners, do you have anything at this time before we turn it over to the general public?
No.
All right. Well, this is a public hearing, so this is an opportunity for the general public to approach the podium, state your name for the record, and address this body regarding case number 26-01, the text amendment to the zoning ordinance, chapter 155.
Sandra Wadley, Inkster resident. I just want somebody, I haven't been here, so exactly what is 255-055-55?
Like, what is chapter 155?
I just want to know what it is, y'all. Everybody seems to know. I'm out the loop.
So our zoning, of course, has our ordinances have multiple chapters. This one primarily focuses on land use. And so from the general provisions, which, provides how the code works and guidance, we've hopefully made it easier to navigate and find. There's definitions and measurements. So the different definitions from what we consider to be a single household to what we consider to be, what's another example? A billboard or a gate or, those different definitions have been updated We also have guidance on how to measure lot size and guidance on hopefully how we can make things uniform, especially as we do that missing middle and gentle infill. We've added ADUs and duplexes as a part of housing options that we can consider.
You said this is listed somewhere for us to read. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not gonna hold up you all doing whatever, but I'd like to be able to address it at the council meeting when it goes to them, because they will have a first and second reading on it also, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah, so where is this? You said it's
It's
been
on the city
posted
website.
On the city website?
Yes.
Oh, joy, I get to navigate the city website.
Congratulations. But yes. And so this is, like I said, focused on land use and everything from general provisions to definitions to the zoning map to overlays to use regulations, site and building standards, development procedures, enforcement, and nonconformities have been addressed as a part of this chapter and its
So-
updates.
Things have changed.
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I know him.
Anyone else?
Anyone else from the general public that wishes to speak to the text amendment to the zoning ordinance, chapter 155? Feel free to approach and state your name for the record.
Hi.
Hello.
My name is Maria Echavarria. I actually live in Dearborn. The question that I have is, when I ride around Inkster, there's a lot of empty lots, and I want to purchase a lot, but the thing is, I don't know how y'all look at container homes, if there's a regulation for it, is there space for it, do you have spacing for it? So, what's the regulations for container homes in the area?
Well, and you guys can add to this if you like. I don't believe we actually have zoning for container homes at this time
At all?
at all.
We don't have one.
All right. In the future, will there ever be one?
It could be a consideration, just like, for example, as I mentioned earlier, accessory dwelling units, duplexes, multiplexes or fourplexes, and tiny homes have been considered as something that's been an addition, but container homes have not. Not saying that it's impossible, but at this time,
Okay.
no.
That's all I wanted to know, because I got to know where I got to put my money at.
Gotcha.
Good evening.
Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about retiring. Getting old now, and I have that building over there on John Daly, and I uses it to work on my lawn equipment. And I was thinking about can I get it rezoned for office space?
Well, spot zoning, like, so do you know what it's currently zoned for now?
No. Oh yeah, I think it's I don't know for sure.
Is it a commercial building or,
Right.
What building are you talking about?
you know the address?
3137 John Daly.
That's gotta be commercial.
I never even thought about it because I never thought about doing anything because I was working on my stuff there.
31.
Yeah, I'm sorry, say it
That
one more
sounds
time,
familiar.
3137.
Oh, that's an old repair shop.
Okay,
Okay, so it's
that's
zoned
not it.
commercial, if it's
it's
on.
on commercial.
I just probably with B2. I mean, we don't have very many B1s.
It'd be B2.
B2? Okay. So it's business, B2. So what do you want to do with it?
Turn to office space.
It might be allowed.
That might
B2
be
is
allowed.
I
allowed.
think that's
Yeah.
allowed. You can do that.
Spaces allowed in B2, excuse me.
You don't have to rezone it. You can just turn it into office space.
You sure?
I mean, of course, I would check with planning and community,
I'm gonna do a bunch of work then, y'all. So, you can't do
check with
that.
planning and
If that
community
happened,
development.
it's his fault.
Yeah. But yeah, even with some of the business districts updates, we've included office space as a part of those updates. And if there's any more specific design elements or uses that you're looking for, then I would definitely recommend you reach out to planning and community development to get that guidance.
Okay,
Yeah, get his card for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Got his too.
You plug. So they
Thank
do.
y'all.
All right, thank you.
If you need someone to put that boat, just let me know.
There you go.
You're gonna be trying to borrow the boat, aren't you? Mhm.
Alrighty, is,
Okay, so I'm good then, right?
You know you always work, anybody always work.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Y'all have a nice day.
Okay, have a
You
good
too.
one. Hi, baby.
see you later.
Hey. Okay.
All right, there.
Alright, see you later.
Yeah.
So cute.
Alrighty, so is there anyone else at this time from the general public who wishes to speak during the public hearing about the text amendment to the zoning ordinance, chapter 155? Hearing and seeing no movement, the floor is open for a motion to close the public hearing.
So move.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. The public hearing is now closed. We're moving now to item number 5. This is the first hearing of the public for items not scheduled for a public hearing but on the agenda. So under new business, we have the text amendment to the zoning ordinance, chapter 155, which we just discussed in the public hearing. Have item B, which is a site plan for addition to 821 Inkster Road, Phase 1. And then item C, we have consider approval of extension request for 25-03 special land use, 2617 Middle Belt Automobile Service Gas Station. If there is anyone from the general public who wishes to speak to one of those 3 matters at this time, please approach the podium and state your name for the record.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Atisha. I'm here to speak on behalf of the extension request for the automobile service station at 2617 Middle Belt. We're requesting an extension for 1 year for the special land use. Last year, we received special land use approval to go ahead and develop the site. There have been some complications, business partners, and testing for environmental, also testing for the tanks in the ground. And there's been some delays, so we're asking for a 1 year extension of the special land use to move forward with developing the site.
Thank you. Commissioners and Mr. Dowdell, you can answer this too. I believe in the past when we have had extension requests, the ordinance states we could do requests 6 months at a time.
Maximum of a year.
Oh, it says maximum of a year?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, because I know last time we just did 6 months and then we had them come back and we did another 6 months just to be in accordance.
See, my only concern was that, I remember when we granted special, you said it's been a year? It's been that long?
Apparently, yes, I believe so,
Wow.
yes. I know, yeah, it doesn't feel like a year. Time flies.
I remember originally, the request was to council, not the planning commission, for a liquor license. And we granted the special land use for the gas station, but not the liquor license.
That's correct.
Correct.
And I think something was said in the hearing at city council that, well, we might not go forward with the project without the liquor license. So I hesitate to want to give another year for it to just sit there. If you plan to go forward, I have no problem.
I was actually one of the partners in the project. I was not going to move forward if it didn't have a liquor license. I'm no longer part of the project.
Okay.
I was part of the holdup, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm here as an attorney today representing the company. You know, part of the lengthy process that we took was because my other partner needed to secure financing to buy out me and another partner because we're not moving with the project. But now that that's been secured and he's moving forward with the testing and everything, he does plan to develop this into a gas station. He does.
Okay, that's just what I was wondering.
Yeah, no problem.
I think that's important context.
All right, commissioners, any questions, comments at this time?
And so would the extension be effective today? If we're talking about 1 year?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we do have one member from the audience that would wish to speak to these matters.
Is this a new gas station?
It's the Old Brothers.
Is
Yeah.
this the situation where they were gonna develop a whole, like, little area there, but they did want a liquor license? This was last year sometime, but they didn't wanna, Tell me exactly, you
Yes,
said Middle Belt, where
that's,
this is?
that's what the mayor just asked them.
It's at the
So-
corner,
That was at the, oh, go ahead.
at the corner of Middle Belt and Michigan Avenue. It used to be the brothers,
Automotive,
Oh, okay, no, this is, that
that's
was
different
different.
project.
This is-
I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
all right.
And then
Not a gas station?
It will,
it,
it will be.
it will be.
Yeah, former, long time ago.
Yeah, it had to be a long time ago, at least 30 years.
Could
And
have
from
been.
what I understand, the project is not going to be auto repair, just the gas station, right, and a convenience store.
it was just approved for the gas station. Not-
Okay.
not a-
It currently is auto repair.
Yeah, it is.
It currently is.
Right, currently, but what is gonna be turned into will not include auto repair, right? That part of the property was gonna be turned into something else?
No, it's just, I thought it was a gas station convenience store.
Right, so that's what I'm saying, it's just gonna be the gas station
It
convenience store,
won't be
right?
automotive because that's not in the current zoning ordinance.
Right,
for,
right.
Automotive repair.
I just wanted
Oh,
to
okay.
add more details
That's your
to
understanding?
that. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm not sure what my client's intention is with regards to auto repair. I'm not gonna lie. I know that it's approved for auto repair right now, and they're doing some kind of auto repair in there, but
Shouldn't be.
Nobody doing nothing in there, it's
Because-
vacant.
It's vacant. It's closed.
It used to be approved for auto repair, but then it's set for a long time.
It's closed.
It was closed, and then you guys bought it, and then wanted. and came to-
I believe we received a certificate of compliance for auto repair.
It shouldn't have been because auto repair is not allowed in B3. It's allowed industrial.
But it was like grandfathered existing from what I
But
remember.
it hasn't been operating in a number of years, so it lost its nonconformity
Yeah. So if you close, how long is it? 2 years?
about 2 years.
I think you close for 2 years, then you lose your grandfathering in.
I know last year we had maybe like 14 months ago, we had somebody doing auto repair in there.
Maybe we weren't aware of it. I know it was a guy selling food there on the corner. I remember him. But I didn't know about any, but I didn't really pay attention, but I didn't know about any particular.
It's been no auto
Can you
repair.
find out when
Okay.
it closed? Can you find out when it actually closed?
Oh, it's been closed for,
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
There
vacant
was no
building.
building, building license for auto repair, and it was, from what I look back, so that's why it lost its nonconformity.
Oh,
And I specifically said that to one of the developers about that, so that's why I said, the only thing you can do is make it a gas station. And then that's when came forward and they said they wanted to go with the liquor license.
If you think we're wrong, just submit whatever you have, like.
No problem. That's fine. Yeah, it's not a problem. I don't. Like I said, I don't even know if he's planning on doing any kind of automobile repair. To be honest with you, I don't want to tell you he's not, and then he is. I don't know the answer to that question. But
He'd have to come
But
back
he
for us.
still has to do.
Yeah, he'd probably have to
site
come
plan,
back.
And that's what should, show itself.
Okay.
yeah, there was a site plan I believe approved last year. I don't know. I don't think it included auto repair. Now that you're mentioning it. So yeah, I think
We did have a site plan.
that
there was a site
case
plan. I remember that.
was, I'm looking at our cases for 2025, that case was on 3/24/25. So if we wanna, look
Maybe
through,
tomorrow.
and it was denied by council on 4/7 for the alcohol piece.
Everything else was granted.
Everything else was granted.
I think so. Okay. I think anybody else?
Just one more thing. I thought that we citizens of Inkster were having, and I'm just saying this because this is what we're hearing, that we don't want any more gas stations. We have enough gas stations.
We say that? I know we
It was
just,
liquor, the liquor component
We
was.
said-
No, not the liquor component, just the gas stations, period. There's one on every corner. And I'm just saying this because this is, I seem to, this citizen wants to speak too, but that was a consensus the last time
Was it?
we addressed.
I don't remember.
There were too many gas stations.
I know we said too many liquor stores. For sure. I know we said we have a moratorium on autumn.
Gas stations.
We have a moratorium on auto sales.
The B lots.
Yeah, to be, I don't know if we said too many gas stations. Did we say that?
Gas station.
I don't recall that.
I think it might have been some grumblers in the crowd, but that wasn't addressed in full. Cause does anybody have a
And part-
copy of the moratorium?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Members of the board, at the meeting when we were approved, there was no discussion of there's too
Gas
many gas
stations.
stations.
Yeah.
I think we got stuck on the liquor thing.
Yeah, that was a big, yeah, correct.
I think part of the conversation also included like the remediation and
Yeah, the
what
cost
it
of
would, the
remediation.
cost it would take to change it from a
Correct.
gas station to something completely different.
How the project might die because if the remediation costs are high. then
It's
who's
very
gonna do it?
excessive, yeah.
I remember that. Well, Sandra, would you like to say you don't want any more gas stations while we're here?
We don't want no more gas. Okay, and maybe agree on the corner there, we get some competitive prices.
Oh, yeah, the price gonna go down as soon as the war is over. The price is going down. Anybody else?
Anybody else? All right, thank you. All right, if there are any other residents who wish to speak to one of the three items that I listed for the first hearing of the public, feel free to approach the podium and state your name for the record.
My name is Harvey Wilson,
Mr. Wilson, how you doing?
yeah. And I am the chairman of the trustee boards at New Jerusalem Missionary Baptist Church, and I'm here to see about getting the okay for the site plan for the addition on 821 Inkster Road.
How you been?
I've been doing pretty good.
It's good to see you. You look great.
Feel great. God is good.
You got questions or?
Yeah, well, I guess they'll.
Anybody have any questions for him? He probably knows
Oh,
better than us.
I got you.
He's here for New Jerusalem.
Okay, he's here on behalf of them.
Yeah.
Got you, okay.
Anybody have any questions regarding that site plan?
Well, when we get to new business, will we get a presentation and then be able to speak to it then, or?
I mean, Derek, you can give us a little
Yeah.
presentation? Or Mr. Wilson? I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
Just explain it to us. Yeah.
okay, you ready?
Oh, we can do it. Well, you want to do it now?
Because right now, we're just on the hearing for the public, right? First hearing of
Yeah.
the public for things that are not scheduled for public hearing, but on the agenda. So when we get to new business, will we get an opportunity then?
Yeah, and then we can still ask Mr. Wilson questions if we want to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's no problem. We're gonna call it, when we call it, you can come back up.
Thank you. All right, if there's nobody else, we are moving right along to item number 6, unfinished business. We have none. Now we're down to item number 7, new business. 7A, case number 26-01, ZO, text amendment to the zoning ordinance, chapter 155.
Do we have to make a formal motion to send it to city council?
Yeah, correct.
Do I have to recuse myself from doing that?
Are you on city council now? I ain't know.
But I was the one that took the lead in doing the zoning amendment, so I didn't know if that,
Do you have a personal interest in this?
I mean, I
You get
was hired
paid?
as a consultant, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I think you should.
So,
Yep.
can I just say that? I'll recuse myself?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we still have a quorum? 1, 2,
Yeah. We had to check on that before the meeting.
Yes.
All right, the floor is open for a motion to recommend the text amendment to the zoning ordinance, chapter 155, to the Inkster City Council.
So move.
It's been properly moved and seconded.
Chisholm.
What's wrong?
No. Yeah, just.
Now we can have discussion.
Oh, did you move it? Or
The
or
mayor.
was Mayor, I'm sorry.
I
That
moved.
was Mayor, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to keep up with the motion.
So it's moved by Mayor Nolan and seconded by Commissioner Willis.
Thank you.
Is there further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes, and we do have one commissioner that recused herself. Reason being, I'm sorry, I know we had to state it for the record.
She got rich off of us.
Would you like to put that in professional terms?
Ooh, my bingo card for 2026. No.
Can't wait to see them tax returns.
'Cause I am the consultant of a media, and I took the lead in doing the update for this ordinance, so I recuse myself.
Thank you.
So professional.
All righty. So again, that motion did pass. And we're moving down to item B. Case number 26-01, SP, site plan for addition to 821 Inkster Road, Phase 1. Mr. Dowdell, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. So this is a site plan review for proposed phase 1 of expansion to an existing church. The first phase, they are planning to add an addition, a foyer about 1,800 square feet, and removing the existing driveway. The site is located on the northeast side of Inkster Road, Inkster Road. And the site the whole parcel was approximately roughly 7,000 square feet, plus or minus. Later on, they would have to come back for the addition of the sanctuary that they're proposing that would be in the middle of the site, if you looked at the site plan. From the zoning perspective, that's an allowed use by special land use. And it meets the 11 criteria that the zoning use, the dimensional standards, meets the standards, the architectural features meets the standards, impact on public services, appears to meet the standards, vehicular access and circulation appears to meet the standards. From all the only things that did stand out is that they are going to need the current zoning ordinance requires that you have to have the cameras for the community to connect to the police station. They're going to need a final plat when they're done with all they're proposing. And I missed one of them. Phase 2 is going to require a site plan. Are there any other questions?
Commissioners, do you have any questions for Mr. Dowdell at this time? If not, we'll ask the gentleman,
Mr. Wilson?
Mr. Wilson, to come on back up, please. And that way, if you have any questions or statements, feel free to address us. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, feel free to ask Mr. Wilson.
I don't have anything.
All right, commissioners, do you have anything for Mr. Wilson at this time? Commissioner
The
Davis.
building is going up between the two buildings? Moving the parking lot in the middle, going up between the buildings, or it's going to the
Outside.
outside?
I mean, that's-
All right, we're looking forward to it.
All righty. Thank you. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, the floor is open for a motion to approve the site plan for addition to 821 Inkster Road, Phase 1.
Second.
It's been properly moved by Commissioner Hall and seconded by Mayor Nolan. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Item C, consider approval of extension request for 25-03 special land use at 2617 Middle Belt, automobile service gas station. Floor is open for a motion to consider the approval of the extension request.
Let's say 1 year
1 year
extension.
extension. The floor is open for a motion to consider approval for the extension request for 1 year.
Second.
So it's properly moved by Commissioner Hall and seconded by Mayor Nolan. Is there further discussion?
Yes.
Commissioner
Can you repeat
Davis.
the extension? What's the extension for? Gas station / what, or just gas station?
Gas station.
Gas station.
Okay. Cause he said auto service, so I guess auto service is gas station, right?
No, they're two different definitions.
Right.
Yeah.
He did say gas station auto service, that's what.
Automobile
Yeah,
service.
so I said on here, I was reading what was on here, automobile service, and then in
Gas.
parentheses said gas
Gas
station,
station.
so.
Right.
Do we
That's
need?
because of the definition. Automotive services means gas station.
Station, okay.
Okay.
It doesn't mean,
Auto repair.
Auto service, right.
We have auto repair major and auto repair minor.
that's correct.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We're down to item 8, miscellaneous. Do we have any miscellaneous items at this time? No. Moving down to item number 9, second hearing of the public for items not scheduled for a public hearing or on the agenda. So this is for the general public to approach this body and address us for items not scheduled for a public hearing, which you've had, or that are on our agenda. If there is anyone who wishes to speak at this time, please approach the podium, state your name for the record. That's right now.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Guess it's just, public participation by another name.
Oh, yeah.
Second hearing.
Okay, thank you very much, Commission. Inkster residents. My name is Sandra Watley. I'm a resident of the city of Inkster, and I have been trying since February to raise the voting participation in the city of Inkster, because out of the 22,000 people we have registered to vote, only about 3,000 vote in each election, and we cannot let that happen, because the more your voting is your currency that you use to buy what you need in this environment we have. And the current environment we have is so bad until we need to get a whole bunch of money and buy a whole bunch of things that ain't there now. So one of the things I wanted to tell you is that there is so much voter suppression going on right now. Did you realize that Michigan is being sued because they've been asked by the DOJ to turn over their voter rolls? Yes. And Dana Nessel and Jocelyn Benson have said adamantly, no, we won't do that. And so the DOJ is suing us for that. Now, a judge denied their lawsuit, but they appealed, and this may end up at the Supreme Court level. Now, what they want to do is for them to turn over all their voter rolls. And 10 states have already capitulated to this. Voting has nothing to do with the federal government. It is a state province. It has to do with the state, period. So what they're asking for is another example of voter suppression. So no one tries this hard to take something away from you unless it's valuable, okay? And you see where they're doing things where they gave tax breaks to millionaires and things like that. So your vote is valuable. What we need to do is get enough of it so we can put people in office that are going to work for us, okay? And like I said, when they do this, turn over these rolls, a lot of sensitive information that you have is in there, like your social security number, your driver's license number. I mean, and there's very little oversight where the DOJ is concerned. And that means that you're prime targets for identity theft, in addition to you being disenfranchised where your vote is concerned. So I'm asking everyone to be registered, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, but I'm asking you to check with those people who aren't registered. This has to be a grassroots effort. It has to be you saying every time you see someone, I don't know if you all saw me, but I went back and talked to that lady about while we were sitting here, because every time I go somewhere, I go in the store, are you registered? You need to be registered. You need to put together a little spiel that you can tell people, because it's vitally important right now, because they're doing everything they can to make sure you don't have a leg to stand on when the midterms come, because the man already said, I don't want to leave office. And it's not surprising that people who do things like this have found a way to continue to do things like this. So it's up to us, individuals, people, to make sure that this does not happen, and you have to do it. Only weapon we got is our vote. Now, unless somebody got a whole bunch of money suddenly and we can do something like that. But other than that, you have to vote, and you have to make sure that the people you know vote. We need to raise the voting participation in Inkster at least by 10%. I'll take 15, 20. But we do need to do it. And I'm begging y'all, tell me what I need to do to make everybody understand that it's vitally important that you do this. And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See, Commissioner McDaniel, if most of our precinct delegates got out and did that type of work, we'd be in a great spot.
Business.
Part of it too is, you do have some who are registered, they still don't vote.
Still don't vote.
This is true.
So gotta get them to actually, even when it's super convenient, like mailing it in.
Sorry, one more thing. Every fourth Wednesday of the month at the rec center, we have a voting class, so to speak. There'll be one the 25th, which is this coming Wednesday at 6 o'clock, at the rec center, and we discuss all sorts of things that are, concerning voting. We are supposed to do civics, but, you're supposed to do electoral college, just understanding how it works so we can do that. So we're doing that all year long. Every fourth Wednesday of the month, we'll be at the rec center engaging in some sort of voting initiative. So bring people with you, tell people about it. It's something we have to do if we're gonna save ourselves. Okay.
So it's this Wednesday coming up?
Yes, it's Wednesday coming up.
Thank you.
All righty, thank you. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to adjournment.
So move.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. This meeting is now adjourned at 7:15 p.m. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, now that the meeting's over, this isn't an official nothing, right?
There's more?
No. We said,